So hello everyone once again, and now we are back with the second video, and now we are going to see how to solve the linear equation in three different methods: substitution, elimination and cross multiplication. So let's get started, and we are going to use the same equation that we used in our first part of the video so that we can easily understand how things work using the same equation. Okay, so it is a very simple equation, so it is going to be very easy for you to understand. So x plus y equal to 7, yes, and x minus y equal to 1. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me erase this. Let's get the screen zoomed in. So x plus y equals 7 and x minus y equals 1. So first method that we are going to do today is substitution. Okay, so first of all we need to take this as equation 1 and we will take this as equation 2. So we'll start from equation 1. So we'll write from 1. What do we get? We get x plus y equals 7. Okay, now we'll from this equation we'll first find the value of either x or y. So my preference is to find the value of x. So let's find the value of x. So x will be equal to 7 and we have to do a side change of y. So when y changes its side, it becomes minus y. So the value of x is 7 minus y. So let's take this as equation number 3. So from equation number 1, your job is to find the value of any one of the variables. Here we have found out the value of x in terms of y, obviously, because we don't know the value of y. Now what we will do, we will take equation number 2. In equation number 2 we have x minus y equal to 1, and what we will do, we will put the value of x from equation number 3 into this equation. So what is the value of x that we have got here? We have got x is equal to 7 minus y. So in place of x we are going to substitute x or replace x by 7 minus y equal to 1. So let's continue here. So it is going to be minus y means minus 2y. So 7 minus 2y equal to 1. Now we want to find the, from here obviously we can easily find the value of y. We have all done simple algebra. So minus 2y is equal to 1 minus 7, and we are going to get minus 2y equal to minus 6, and now y will be equal to minus 6 divided by minus 2. Side change, I hope all of you have the basic idea of side change. So minus will cancel and this is 3. So y equals 3. Done. Now again we will take from equation number 3. What we will do, from equation number 3 we have x equal to 7 minus y. So we will put the value of y equal to 3 here and we will get this 4. So therefore we have x equal to 3, we have x equal to 4 and y equal to 3. Okay, so that is one of the ways we solve. This is called a solution through substitution. Okay, now we have two more solutions left. So I want you to look at this and it makes sense. First, you take the first equation. You can choose any one. You take the first equation, you find the value of either of the variables, any one of the variable. So here we have found out the value of x in this case. Okay, in this case we have found out the value of x. After we find out the value of x, we move to the second equation. From here we take the second equation, and the value that we found out in equation number from the first equation, we will put that value in the second equation. So what it does, it removes one variable, and now we have both the variables here and they are the same. It is y. So now this equation becomes an algebraic equation of a single variable. It is very easy to solve. We have solved it in the previous classes. From class 7 or 8 you have started doing algebra. So now what you do, you just do the required side changes and you get the value of y. Now that you have the value of y, you put this value into this equation, equation number 3, and thus from here we get x equal to 4 and we get the solution for the two equations. That is how you solve by substitution. Means you are exchanging or substituting the value of one of the variables from one of the equations. This is where we actually did the substitution. Okay, substituting means to exchange. Now let us move on to the next type of solution, which is our, okay, let me keep it here. Now we will do by elimination method. So let's move on to the elimination method, and we are going to use, as I said, the same equation. So x plus y is equal to 7 and x minus y equal to 1. Again, take this as equation number 1, this as equation number 2. Now we are going to eliminate something. Now what is that something? We are going to eliminate one of the variables. How do we do this? We are going to add equations 1 and equation 2. We're going to add the two equations. Now we're going to do, we need to do something so that we find two variables which are exactly the opposite of each other. Means if one is positive and the other must be negative, and they must be having the same coefficient. What do I mean by this? So let's take equation number 1 and let us multiply it by 1. You will see what I am doing. So if I multiply the whole equation by 1, so LHS should be multiplied by 1 and RHS should also be multiplied by 1. So x plus y into 1 means it will remain the same, x plus y. 7 into 1 is 7. We will take equation number 2 and also multiply it by 1. So what it does, we get x minus y equal to 1. Now we want to add these two equations, so we will add the two equations. Now what I mean, x plus x is twice x. Y minus y is 0, so y gets cancelled. See what we did here? Since here the coefficients of y were same, we did not have to change anything. We just multiplied them by 1 and kept them the same way. And here 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. So from here we can find x equal to 8 by 2. That means x equal to 4. We have found the value of x. Simplest way of finding one of the variables. Okay. So this elimination method actually helps you to solve the equation in a very small space. So this is the shortest way you can, or the easiest way. Not easiest, I mean it depends from person to person which one they prefer the more. But elimination gives you, you can, if you want to solve any sum in a hurry, you don't have time during the exam, you are having one question to solve and you have 2 minutes, then elimination is the way to go because it saves time. Okay, in a very short space you can solve the whole pair of equations. So what we have done here is we have seen that both the y's in the two equations, they are having the same coefficient. That is, here also we have 1, here also we have 1. Okay, let me remove the 1. Yeah, so we have 1 in both, so they are effectively having the same numerical value. One is positive, the other is negative. So obviously if you add them, what happens? They cancel each other out. Plus y minus y is 0, and thus it is done. Now what we will do, just like we did in the previous case, we will choose either equation 1 or equation 2. So let's suppose we choose equation 1. So from 1 we have x plus y equal to 7. We will put the value of x here, that is 4, plus y equal to 7, and hence we get the value of y as 7 minus 4, which is 3. So therefore our value of x is 4 and y is 3, which is same as we have got earlier. Obviously whatever method you follow, the answer that you are going to get is going to be the same. See, here also we got x equal to 4 and y equal to 3 in this case, and here also we have x equal to 4 and y equal to 3. So these are the two methods, substitution and elimination. What we did here in elimination is just choose any one of the variables and eliminate them. Now we might ask what to do in case of equations where we don't have opposite signs. Suppose both the equations contain both the variables as positive, negative was not there, then you multiply this with a negative number. Equation number 2 into minus 1 will make all the difference, because minus 1 into this thing will make it minus x, and minus minus plus y. Okay, so accordingly you will change. Let me give you one more example so that it becomes clear. Suppose you have an equations x plus y equal to 7 and x plus 2y is suppose, okay, whatever, suppose 30, whatever. In this case both x and y are positive, so you can't do anything. Now also suppose I want to eliminate y. My choice is I want to eliminate y. What do I do here? So obviously equation number 1, if we multiply by 1 it will remain x plus y, and here we have 2y. So let's multiply it by 2. Then what do we get? We will get 2x plus 2y equal to 7 to the 14. Okay, and if we keep number 2 as same, then we get x plus 2y equal to 13. Now if I want to add them, I will not eliminate anything, because 2y plus 2y is 4y, 2x plus x is thrice x. We get a new equation in three variables, I mean in two variables. Now what to do? What changes should we make? Let us multiply it by minus 2. What happens then? We will have some changes here. What are the changes? Minus 2 into x is minus 2x. Minus 2 into y is minus 2y. Minus 2 into 7 is minus 14. Now what we have here, minus 2x plus x will give us minus x. Minus 2y plus 2y will cancel out, and this will give us minus 1. So minus minus will cancel, and we will get x equal to 1. Simple. Now put the value of x in this equation and you will get the value. So that is how you need to manipulate the two equations in order to find a perfect match, so that they cancel themselves out. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you. Now let us move on to the last and final process of solving, that is our cross multiplication method. So we are moving to cross multiplication, and as usual we are going to use the same equation. So x plus y equal to 7 and x minus y equal to 1. In this case, try to bring all the variables, all the terms of the equation in the same side. So let's convert everything to, or shift everything to the left hand side. So x plus y minus 7 equal to 0, just like the standard form. Okay, x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. This is our setup. Now what we will do, we will write something like this: x, y, and this is for x variable, this is for the variable y, and here we don't have any variable, means it's a constant, it is 1. Okay, this is our setup. What we are going to do now, we are going to multiply and subtract, multiply and subtract, multiply and subtract. So what have I given the brackets for? We will put the values here. Which values? Let's see. For the first one, when we have x, your job is to hide x. Think that x does not exist. Okay, put the finger over x. Now let's move ahead. Now we will multiply this coefficient of y with the constant here. What is the coefficient of y here? Coefficient of y is 1. So we will write 1 here. And here we have minus 1. So we will write minus 1 here. Then we will multiply this, we will cross. So here the coefficient is minus 1. So we will write minus 1. And here it is minus 7. So we will write minus 7. Is it clear? First we take from top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay, done. Nice. Let's move ahead. Choose a color. Now what we will do, now we are under y. So we will think that y does not exist. So hide y. So when you hide y, you are going to need x and the constant. So now x will be visible and the constants will be visible. Okay, so you hide with your finger, hide y. Wherever you have y, hide y. So you're going to see x and you're going to see the constants. Okay, now what you do here, you start from the bottom this time. You start from the bottom and you go this up. So what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is 1. So you are going to put 1. And here the constant is minus 7. You are going to put minus 7. Done. Next, now it is from top to bottom again. So here we have x, coefficient of x is 1. So we are going to write 1. And here we have minus 1. So it is minus 1. Done. Done with y. Now again, I hope you have understood by now. In the next case, we are going to have the constant, and hence we are going to hide the constant. So think the constant is hidden. And x and y are now visible, right? So what do we do here? X and y are visible. So again from top to bottom, x and y means 1, 1. And here bottom to top, that is 1, 1. I think I have done one mistake. Here top to bottom, this one, in this case top to bottom, it is 1 and minus 1. See, we have minus here. So it is 1, minus 1 and 1, 1. Okay. It may seem a bit complicated, but try to follow what I have said. If you have had any confusion, rewind back, look at the same thing, you'll understand it better. Okay, if you have confusion the first time, rewind back in the video, watch this place twice, thrice, as many times as you want. what is the trend? First you have to move from top to bottom, bottom to top. This is the first step while you have x hidden. Okay, when x is hidden for yn constant, top to bottom, bottom to top. Next we go from, when y is hidden, we go from bottom to top, top to bottom. Okay, remember this sequence. And when the constant is hidden, we again go from top to bottom, bottom to top. So top to bottom, bottom to top, bottom to top, top to bottom, top to bottom, bottom to top. So it is like an alternate sequence. Okay, now things become very simple. This is the tough part in cross multiplication, to put the correct values. Once you put the values, things become very simple. Now you just have to calculate 1 into minus 1, minus 1, minus 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 is minus 7, y minus 7 minus minus plus 1 into 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1, done. So we have x by minus 8, y by minus 6, 1 by minus 2. Okay, now since all the three are equal, so we will equate x with this and then y with this. So now x by minus 8 is equal to 1 by minus 2, minus will cancel. We have x equal to 8 by 2, side change, and x equal to 4, done. Now we will equate y by minus 6 with 1 by minus 2, minus will cancel, y becomes 6 by 2, 3, so y is equal to 3. So therefore we get our answer, that is x equal to 4, y equal to 3, just like in the previous cases. And that's how we have solved equations in three different ways, the same pair of linear equations in two variables in three different ways, by substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication. So that is the end of the three different ways by which we can solve three linear equation, pair of linear equations in two variables. I hope it makes sense. I hope you understood whatever we have discussed here today. If you have any confusions, as usual, you can go ahead in the comment section. You can ask me there. I'll be there to help you out. If there is any problem, if you think that there is any step that you did not understand, you can ask me there. If you have any other equation which you are not able to understand how to solve it using any of these processes, you can go ahead and ask. Any confusion, ask me, I'll be there. So in this video, what we have covered is exercise 3.3, 3.4 and 3.5, how to solve linear equations. We are going to have one more video which I am not uploading today. I'm going to upload it in a few days, and there we are going to see how to take problem sums and how to form their equations. You know how to solve them. So in that video, I'm going to show you how to form correct equations from the given question or the given problem, and then we'll be done with this chapter. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, cheers.